This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Monday, October 24th of 2022, and you're listening to episode 327 of the BCC Podcast. No, actually it's 328. I forgot to update the title, even though the thumbnail's updated. Regardless, joining me today is Leo.
How could you get our almost 333 podcast confused?
Well, kind of, almost. I mean...
We're practically there.
Practically, yeah. Not really. It's like 5 weeks. It's like a month or more.
Just gotta be optimistic.
Yeah. We don't have any big anniversaries coming up within this next year. Then we've got a really big one coming. Also, here is Mace.
Hello, everyone.
And Ford.
Yo.
But yeah, it's gonna be... I've gotta get this right. So yeah, it will be going into our 9th year of podcasting next year. Heading towards the 10th anniversary in 2024.
Oh,
Wow.
Nice.
We're old.
we are old.
Yeah. We also just started this when we were pretty young.
True.
True.
I was 16 when we started the channel.
I just started college.
No, I wasn't 16. I was like 24. 2014, yeah, I was 16.
Wow, like a little
Yeah.
baby.
Ford's old.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me of that fact. Really.
You just started college, and in that time, I finished college, Ford.
Hey,
Gotta get on my
I'm
level.
not still in college. Grad school is not
Grad
the same.
school's still college.
No,
It's
it is
worse.
not.
It's true.
But isn't it
Leo
though?
is
It
right.
is worse, and
Me
that's
and
why
Leo
it's
are
not
both
college.
right.
I mean, well, no, Leo is right. You're wrong about
Ford,
everything when it comes to grad school, okay?
You go to a college. You give them your time and effort for minimal returns. It's college.
Hey, I get paid. Hey, I get paid.
It's still college.
Still college. You can't get out of that.
Well, Leo, you're in this with me, so...
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, but Leo knows he's throwing away his life. Right, Leo?
Are you telling me
It's
I
for a
don't
good
realize that
cause.
I'm throwing away my life?
I'll get 6 figures later.
I feel it every
day.
day.
But yeah, well, we're finally catching up on some news that we kind of neglected for a while this week.
Just a bit.
Two main things in the title, of course, we got the return of LEGO Lord of the Rings and Bionicle next
Question
year.
Wow.
Maybe.
Also, we're going to talk about the UCS Hulkbuster that dropped. It is
That
actually, I
talk
think,
about
the
it?
most universally panned set I've ever seen LEGO put out there.
Oh, man.
Like, it's not even like blind hatred, it's a very moderate, simmering
Do you want to
hatred.
just, like, start with the
Yeah, we're
roast
starting
of
with
that
that.
thing? Yeah.
Okay.
I think Penn Plays, who is a friend of the channel, said it best on Twitter when he said, what fans say, no more mechs. What LEGO hears, no, more mechs.
So here, now I
I
will
love
say,
it.
I'm not in with a lot of people, I actually really like the mechs, and I like superhero mechs a lot.
Okay, yeah, I like the mechs too. They're fine.
However,
But this is
Yeah, this
Just-
is not it.
this is so wrong.
When it comes to the Hulkbuster, though, we don't need. I just 'cause I like mechs doesn't mean I like the Hulkbuster.
now, how many iterations of the Hulkbuster are we on?
Oh, are we counting
Wait,
the War Machine Buster?
Sure.
No, that's not fair.
A lot.
But
I want to say this would be the 6th one.
Oh,
Because you have,
gosh.
like, the Age of Ultron, then there's...
you got the old
Infinity-
UCS one, which actually
Yeah.
people didn't like either.
The old UCS, Infinity War, then the War Machine Buster, if we're counting that, then the comic one, and now this. I think.
1, 2. Oh yeah, I got the Flathead comic book one. That one is awful.
It's
Remember
better
that
if you
one?
mod it. I actually have it.
No, you
I
shouldn't
modded
have
it.
to
I got it
mod
like really cheap because nobody was buying it. and it actually looks better that way. But you're right, it is pretty terrible.
There's just no excuse, and I'm just gonna paste this picture over the other one cheaply here for that pancake head. I know
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
people look better when they like
That's the
angle
thing.
it.
Like the
but-
rest of it is good though. Like the rest of it is fine.
I mean,
except
it
for
still
maybe
looks
that like
kind
thing
of
on
fun.
his shoulder.
It's just that
Like
helmet
it
isn't
is a
excusable.
fun set, but yeah, you're right. Like the head
Also,
just kind of kills the
Is
entire
that
look.
rescue that it comes with?
Yes.
Interesting version of rescue.
Yeah.
Is that the second iteration?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think so.
Rescue
Yeah.
never ever took off as a character.
Nope.
Never. In no medium.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm trying to see there. I'm not coming with the original. Wasn't there an original Age of Ultron Hulkbuster set?
Yes. Yes,
Wait,
there
what do you
was.
mean by original?
The 2015 one?
Okay, they have a space in Hulkbuster in that, so that's why.
Interesting.
I included that in my.
No, I was
comment,
just looking up a list on Brickset and trying to confirm them all, and
Oh, okay.
wasn't coming up.
Interesting.
So yeah, and here's the thing: ever since Age of Ultron, also, I've been kind of on about this. Hulkbuster's not as hype as some companies seem to think it is.
No, it's not.
It's not even the coolest Iron Man suit, or one of the coolest.
It is big.
Yeah, it's big and kind of a novelty, but I feel like once was enough when we saw it, and I never really wanted more of it, but Lego constantly is putting it out.
Well, so I also kept using it in the movies, which didn't help.
They used it one other time.
Yeah,
But still.
only Infinity War.
Eh.
So
But
they
that
kinda
kind of
put it away.
fueled
It does have use in
fueled the
Endgame
false
too.
hype, if you will.
Does it have use in Endgame?
Does it?
At least in the beginning, although one could say that's a follow-up
Oh.
of Infinity War,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it is in the Thanos killing scene, the first one.
Yeah, well, that's the only way they're getting Bruce out into space, though.
Exactly.
The last one,
Because all of Hulk's development happens off screen.
which apparently a lot of people don't like this other one, the $120 version. Though, I'm actually pretty okay with the $120
Can you put that one
version.
up on the screen for
And
us?
also the scale makes no sense at all on that one. But it does come with some cool arms and a cool platform.
Which I'm surprised that this. Yeah, I'm surprised that this new one
Are you?
doesn't come with the arm.
Are you really?
A little bit. A little bit. Especially for the
It's
price.
Just look, first off, we don't have an official price, I think, do we?
Yes, we
No,
do.
we do. $550, yeah. So it's worst case, $550.
And that is all
700
you
Canadian. Not
Does
to-
that
with it.
Is that a platform or a small chair for the Iron Man figure you have to buy separately to fit in it?
we'll get to that in a moment.
No, this is the old one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me go transfer back
Yeah,
over.
there
I
it is.
missed the-
Oh, okay. So nothing.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to get a picture.
$550, that's all you get.
I'm trying to get a picture of the Age of Ultron Hulkbuster.
Is that just the only minifigure you have?
Yeah. And let me
Is that
pull
Tony
up.
Stark?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very not good version.
It's like
of
all
Tony
he's got
Stark,
on is
too.
like, like a little bit of the armor.
So it's regular man from
Yeah.
Iron Man 3.
Pretty much. Like he's got like the chest plate and maybe like an arm or something like that.
And
Like, I
not
don't
even
even
printed
I don't even
legs and a
care enough.
$550
Yeah, like
set.
I don't care enough to like, fully interrogate what this thing looks like until you show it here. Like, come on. Like that's the minifigure you get? At least like put on some printing on the arms and the legs and all that, but it's just so basic.
I don't even know what it's supposed to be because I don't recall an Tony Stark like armored to this extent anywhere in the movies,
You got me.
let alone Age of Ultron. They could have at least had like a casual one with a cool T-shirt or something.
Hmm.
So yeah, let me try. And okay, and you know what else? This looks so very dissimilar to Age of Ultron.
How do you mean?
I'm getting a picture and here, like the chest is all wrong.
Are you talking about the bot or the printing we have on the...
Oh, so the
Yeah, I can't tell what you're talking about.
I'm getting a comparison up right now.
Okay.
And OBS is freezing up on me.
Perfect.
I'm actually not sure if we're still even going.
Oh.
We're going.
Okay. Yeah, I can't touch the stream though.
That's unfortunate.
This has never happened.
Strange.
Must be the feds.
Sorry, guys. They're after me.
Yeah, I can't click anything.
Uh-oh. Do we need to restart the stream?
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
So we might be right back.
Do you want to like record
All right.
it?
That we should be reconnecting now. That was odd. Yeah, technical difficulties there. That means it's going to take a little bit longer for the Rumble version of this podcast to come out. By the way, make sure to go check us out on Rumble. Link is in the description below. We get money for the ads there. Actually, we don't have enough views to actually get money, but theoretically, if we were worth anything, we would get that money.
Yeah. Also, streams A-OK on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, now File Explorer is not responding. It really does not like this pic of the Hulkbuster I downloaded. Maybe it was a Trojan.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now Windows Explorer just restarted.
Oh.
Okay, now everything's fine.
The tech guy got a virus live on air. Fun.
Alright, so yeah, there's a side-by-side. Do you see how misshapen the pecs are?
Can you stream it again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
of
I'm
course
not streaming to you guys anymore, am I? See, the audience can see it. But yeah, there you go.
Oh, yes.
That's not
Very
good.
Yeah.
square.
Yeah,
And,
it doesn't look square. It looks like it's all like caved in. Like
Yeah.
the
and the arc reactor
The
looks just on the
abdomen,
wrong.
like,
it's
area
like
is not
instead
right.
of it, instead of being like, you know, kind of on his chest, it just looks like it's on his belly. It's
Mhm.
weird. It's really weird.
Yeah,
It'll
like,
match with Thor.
His ab area there is completely just wrong.
Yeah.
You know, also, this is
It's
something
just-
I question with, just in the MCU, with also, like, the Ironmonger as well. There's no reason to actually have someone physically inside of the suit when you can't actually put your arms in the arm.
Wait a minute. I think the shoulder pads are reversed.
Well, in the movie, they kind of go back, and I'm not sure if they're posable with this one.
No. But do you see, like, you know, they kind of have the. It's hard to explain without like having like a cursor to show you. So like you see how it's kind of like, how do I put this? It's kind of like bulky on one side, and then it kind of like tapers off and like extends out on the other.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
they match up. They match up between those.
It doesn't match up from the image.
Because the image, they're, like, folded down, and this, they're sticking out to the side.
Yeah, but it looks like it's not only folded down, but it's also like turned around like 180 degrees.
No, definitely not, because you can see, like, the way it's cut out matches between them.
Maybe. Maybe it's just playing tricks on me. It's weird.
Yeah.
Also, the arms look terrible. They look all spindly on the you know,
Yeah,
the model. They look
now-
nice and bulky.
Okay, I will give it the benefit of the doubt. If those shoulder pads are supposed to go down, maybe that looks better. And maybe this is just a bad picture.
Maybe.
But I can't find any picture of it.
Also, the head is like way too low. Way too low.
Yeah.
Well,
Yikes.
Also, I believe that head is reused from the previous iteration.
nice.
Even, yeah, they don't have an official review of this.
Impressive.
Oh boy.
But yeah, look, the shaping. This is a $550 set. This is one of the most expensive sets ever.
So this does have one kind of cool thing in concept going for it.
Oh, yeah.
So if you got
Okay,
guys,
well, no,
you're
we'll get to that
welcome.
last. We'll get to that last.
yeah, okay,
So-
fine.
Definitely
And
hope-
sorry, I'm playing a Solid Brick Studios review in the background because I was trying to see if you. Okay, the shoulder pads do bend down, and
Yeah.
it looks marginally better. Also, this render makes it look like it's like in the crimson red. It is in light red, like the actual.
So wait,
bricks.
like the regular red,
Actually, at least
or
it
like
looks
the
like
dark
from this
red?
review. It looks like, or maybe it's a mix.
If
Well,
it's a
maybe it
mix,
is
that's gonna
dark
look
red, actually.
terrible. Or it might just be that dark red just has bad
Also,
color grading.
Either this,
'Cause they haven't been
either
doing well with
Solid
their
Bricks is
color.
really short, or this set is like almost 3 feet tall.
Well, it is supposed to be
Big.
gigantic. I don't think it's 3 feet. I
Whoa,
think
it looks almost worse in person.
close to 2 3.
It does look like the gauntlets are drum lacquered. Most of it looks like drum lacquered gold.
That's neat, at least.
So the colors on this render don't, and it might actually be the dark red now. It might just be the lighting playing tricks on me. But the colors look a little bit better in this render. The render's still really bad overall because it makes the chest look even bulkier. Though in reality, it's flatter than it looks on here. It's even more not like the actual.
Yikes.
Impressive.
Boy. Yeah, this and then the Black Panther one lately, they're gonna have a rough time. Okay, and I see why they did the chest like that. It's because of the function.
Yep.
Oh, and this might
And
be one of. This is why
I
we
don't
don't.
think it was worth
This is
it
why
for
we
the
don't
function.
try and do functions in UCS sets.
Yeah. So, do we want to get into that
Yeah,
part
that's fine.
now?
So remember that Iron Man figure that no one liked?
Yeah, so if you're one of the poor souls that got that for retail price instead of waiting for it to clearance like it was inevitably going to, and it has because shelf warming everywhere, then you can put it in this set, and it's actually kind of a cool thing in concept, but it still ends up looking terrible.
That Iron Man head looks actually better in this picture than I've seen it look in a lot of them. I'm trying to crop it properly for the podcast here. There we go.
Uh-huh.
The Iron Man figure actually looks a little bit better in this picture than any of its own promotional figures.
2002 called
pictures.
it once it's Exotoa back.
Yeah, that's true. The Exotoa was like, what, $50?
I think it was 20.
No,
How
the
many-
Exotoa was 20.
My money would be on 30, but there's an easy
was
way
like-
to figure
I
this
think
out.
like, you know, if like you I don't know, it might have been like 20 or 30, but it was like it was cheap compared to this.
Oh, it was 35.
But still,
I mean, yes, it was a lot smaller,
Still.
but that's what thing that Bionicle and Technic accomplished that system couldn't, is you got stuff that was bigger for the money.
yeah, but
Yeah.
also like I know it was only really designed to work with Tahu as well, but it still worked,
We'll have to.
right? Like it still worked. This just it doesn't work. Ah,
The thing is,
I
yeah,
guess-
it's a figure that no one likes going inside another
figure
figure
that nobody
no one
bought.
likes.
I guess ideally, when you put the Iron Man inside, you're not going to see him inside your Hulkbuster, right?
Yeah, that's the thing is, no, this is not going to be a toy for kids.
Yeah, this is like
Mhm.
I mean, you combine these two sets, it's going to come out to like roughly $600+ if we're including tax in this anyway. Like it's going to come out to about $600 and you're not even going to use part of it.
Also, there's 3
Are ya?
light bricks
Like,
in
once
this,
you
and
get
then
it in
also
there,
like glow in
yeah.
the dark kneecaps. So like the lighting sources don't
They don't
work
match.
together.
Okay, so like where are the light bricks? So there's one in the chest obviously. Where's the other two?
I don't know.
Fun.
I think in the hands, but I'm not sure where they'd go in there. It must be in the hands though. Yeah.
So strange. Like they killed DC for this.
Yeah, this is part of DC's budget. Yeah, but
Yeah, they killed DC for this
now here's
and
the
that
thing
Black
is
Panther thing.
Oh, keep
Lego-
in mind, DC did need to die.
the set.
Oh,
No,
no.
Lego DC didn't
fair.
need to die. They
Yeah, Lego
needed
DC
their
did not need
sets.
to die.
It's
deserves
been,
sets.
10 years, and they still declined to do things of interest with the theme. It kind of did need to die.
Well, that's because all they did was make Batman stuff. So
Yeah,
there's-
exactly. It needed to die.
I
Well,
mean,
that doesn't
but
mean it
you
needs to
literally,
die. It needs they
yeah,
need to
you
do
literally
better.
just had a movie release. You could have done something with that.
For Black Adam.
Not saying it would have worked,
Yeah, Black
but
Adam.
it could have done
For Black
something.
Adam.
Yeah, the
It could've
Morbius
done something to
DC.
For Black Adam.
Yeah,
There
like,
was
it
that.
could've
Remember, there was
released
actually a
the
period
theme,
with
right?
DC where it was doing cool stuff, where we got like a Flash set every
Mm.
year.
That was actually a good period.
I mean, you
we
could have
got
put
the
out
Green
like
Lantern jet that was very good.
yeah.
One of the first Lego sets I bought in the modern era.
I mean, like you could have put out like I didn't see the movie, but I know they've done like merchandise on like like Intergang and like the Hawkman's jet or whatever. You could have done like you could have brought Macrofigs back with the Atom Smasher. Like, come
True.
on.
The Batman also did have some cool sets. We also got
Yes,
the
it
new
did.
cool new Tumblr last year. So there last year had some good sets.
Yeah, but that was last year. This is this year, and it sucks.
Well, that's because there's nothing.
Exactly. Well, no, there's not nothing. You did get that 4+ set.
Oh, and I'm looking back.
that's true,
2020
yeah.
kind of really sucked as well. You had the Wonder Woman versus Cheetah, the weirdest box art design ever.
Which also killed the
The
theme.
Batmobile base, which they had the UCS Batwing was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was that the
Yeah.
one
I
based
forgot
on
they
the-
did that.
Yeah,
Tim
the,
Burton
on the
89,
Yeah.
and you could hang it
Yeah.
on the wall. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
comes with the Penguin too,
Oh, nice.
played by
Wait.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Yep.
Wait, I thought it. No, it didn't come with the Penguin.
Yeah, it did.
Maybe.
No,
Yeah.
it was still
Open your
based
eyes.
on.
Lord, are you
89,
prepared to
not-
be proven wrong live on air again?
Again.
I would like to see it with my own lion eyes.
I just pasted a link in chat.
That's
He's
not
right
the Penguin.
there.
That's the Joker. You.
Okay,
The
I'm
not-
wrong.
White Joker, isn't it?
Yeah,
black
that's the
and white,
Joker
okay.
and his henchman.
He looks just like the Penguin at a distance. But yep, I was
No,
wrong.
that's from like.
Ooh.
Shoot,
It was
is that-
right live on the
Take
air.
the
I
admonishment.
don't. Yeah, I don't remember what scene it's from.
Taking
No, I know
the,
it would
Either
have made
from-
more
I think it's
sense.
from one of the. Yeah, it's from
It
one of
makes
the
more sense to have
commercials that he
Joker, yeah.
does, or it's like the parade or
Yeah,
something
okay.
like that. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
remember.
look, I throw out that claim, but to be fair, from a distance, that's exactly
There's
what
no
the
Oh,
Penguin
saving
looks
it.
like.
He's just as tall as Batman. It can't be Penguin.
Black suit,
Penguin's a
coat-
short guy, like me.
Black suit, coattails, black top hat, white skin. Who does that sound like?
Ford.
But isn't that Danny DeVito Penguin to a T?
They're both Italian, right?
True. True.
Okay. Sorry about that.
And that 1989 Batman figure is kind of underwhelming.
I should probably have a picture of this up.
Well, he's kind of
little bit.
essentially like the original Batman figure they released in 2006.
Yeah, exactly.
He has a specialty head mold in this set. I think it's pretty cool.
What, the Batman? Or
Yeah, the Batman.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the set we've been discussing.
Well, yeah, that whole mold, so that like includes the cape and everything. So
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
yeah, they should have put that in cheaper sets, but I mean, we all know why they didn't. So
But yeah,
I'm
let's-
surprised that they. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do something like this for, like some of the other vehicles from, the Dark Knight trilogy.
Or they could have, pulled out the stops for Batman and Robin.
I almost said that.
But yeah, going back to the UCS Hulkbuster.
The quality is night and day. Like from what you just showed to this, like I want to avert my eyes. Like, doctor, my eyes. Ugh.
I don't think it's an ugly
Good.
robot
Being a bit
necessarily.
dramatic.
It's just not a great Ultron Hulkbuster, but it's not a bad looking robot.
I think it's kind of bad. It's just a robot, honestly. The chest is pretty ugly. And for $550?
Well, for $550 is terrible, but there's almost nothing that can justify that.
Only,
price point.
like I
And
said, only the poor saps that bought the Iron Man figure
Only about 4,000
For-
pieces.
for retail price
4,000 pieces?
will get
Mhm.
this. And maybe
and these
not even
goofises should
that.
know Spider-Man is the only thing that works in this entire line.
I guess.
Yes.
I guess
Well,
Drumline.
here's the thing is-
Unironically.
Actually, what would have been cool is just to get actually like a buildable Iron Man figure that looked good instead of the Hulkbuster. Like a detailed buildable Iron Man figure. That could have been cool.
For $200.
I got it. No. Pull this with the Black Panther and make like the Iron Man gear You can have like the helmet, the arc reactor. I don't know, maybe the gauntlets with like the repulsors like firing off or something like that. That would have been nice. I don't know. Just throwing it out. I'm just making this stuff up. I didn't design it during lockdown.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've never seen a set just so universally hate. I've not seen anyone try to defend this set. I'm sure there's someone out there, but like having scrolled comments and such, I have not seen anyone actually say, "Yeah, this is a set I'm going to get." I believe Brickset recently released their like yearly poll results too.
And this like got top of the list like in just record time.
So, yeah. That's enough time spent on this thing. We'll talk about it later when we find out how awful it actually did in the end.
It is now my favorite part, ridiculous fan theories for news we barely understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Leo, go ahead.
No, I'm talking about I guess you want to move into Lord of the Rings or Bionicle coming up next?
I was going to move into Lord of the Rings for now.
All right, let's do that then. Let's speculate.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure all of this is not officially released yet, but we have it from several reliable sources. Lego Lord of the Rings is returning next year.
Yes.
Please tell me it's
Brickheads.
the actual Lord of the Rings.
Well, it is a Lord of the Rings property. I don't think there's been any confirmation other than it's most likely going to be based on the movies again.
So,
Good.
as far as we have been rumored so far, it is Brickheads that are coming at least for the first wave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine.
You know,
Of
that's how it
course.
starts. Isn't that
Yeah,
how
I
Harry
get
Potter
it. I
got
get
that?
it. It's fine. It's fine.
It is.
Okay.
So I
we're
believe
starting with
there's
Brickheads,
going
which
to
makes sense.
I believe, though, if I recall these correctly, I'm trying to double check my notes here.
You're trying to. Which ones have been confirmed?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Frodo and Smeagol, and then Gandalf and the Balrog.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Do they still have the mold for Sting?
I've not seen it in a
I
while.
don't-
We'll find out. I'm sure.
When we went over our, I guess, review of the line, I think it hadn't shown up really outside of the last Hobbit
Outside of
set.
that theme, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm presuming they still have it.
Okay.
So
Kind
yeah,
of
a lot of
just
the
like,
swords
you know,
haven't
if you
showed
missed
up
out on it, I mean,
recently,
it's
so-
cheap, but if you wanted a set, this might be the time.
Mhm.
So,
Now, I think there's a good chance minifigure sets might come back based
Yes.
on this.
of
Well,
course.
there is also another rumor that I saw Just Too Good talk about
The icons.
a D2C.
Yeah,
they might
that was
finally.
fake.
That was fake.
Yeah, that
Oh.
one was fake.
Everybody wants Minas Tirith. Please.
And that's why we know it'll be fake, because it mentions Minas Tirith.
Ah,
Yeah, no, the icon, there's nothing confirmed outside. Also, if people are all spreading something about a Fortnite set, that's also fake.
oh, good.
So,
Do you really think someone would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies?
that doesn't mean there won't be anything necessarily. It just means the one people are talking about is certainly not true.
But I think it will be interesting to see, like, if this does go back to minifigure scale, like, what are they going to do with it? I would think that they would go, you know, like the way of 18 plus, because kids aren't going to buy this, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
You know, because that's what happened with the last line, right? Like, the kids didn't buy it.
I was a
No,
kid.
I don't think the
bought
last
it.
one has ever been reported to have not done well.
I'm
I
sure
don't
it
know.
was just like G2 and sold well.
Remember,
Yeah, of course.
a theme is not meant to be evergreen from its conception.
Mm-mm.
Well, of course not.
Especially Lord of the Rings, which is not as big as other franchises as far as
Especially
like,
because,
buying
I mean, like,
merchandise.
you know, how big is it right now? Seriously. Like, how
Well,
big is it right now?
It's kind of returned to its cult following. That
It's
grows.
only returned to its cult following because Amazon sucks. Okay.
No, okay, and here's the thing.
You are misreading.
It's very
that
easy to
situation.
hate on Rings of Power. There are a lot of people who actually do like Rings of Power.
From everything I hear, Rings of Power is just a mediocre show.
Yeah, it's pretty mid from what
There's
I've
nothing
heard.
special.
But
about it.
it's not garbage either. From everything
I
I've
mean,
heard.
I'm not,
Have you
saying
watched it,
I'm not saying anything about it because I haven't watched it.
There we go.
I've only going by what people I know who have watched it have said, and they've all said it's terrible.
Well, they're also paid to get more views when it's terrible.
I'm talking about my friends.
Your friends, well,
If you're
my
going
friends
in...
are trusted sources on media.
No, I'm sure if you're
That's
going in
fair
looking
enough.
for a reason to be disappointed, the show will provide you plenty. But for people who just went into it and tried to,
I'm just asking people who have these are the people who are also watching like House of the Dragon at the same time. They're like, yeah, I like this show, but this other show.
From
Not-
what
not
I've
coming
heard,
back
House
for
of the
season
Dragon
2.
is doing a much better job overall, just
Mhm.
at being a good show. I
That's
don't,
what I've
I'm
heard
not
from
really
them.
into Game of Thrones. I don't
No.
know that I'll watch Rings of Power just because I'm personally not too interested in it. Because I'm still at the point where as much as I've been a huge Lord of the Rings kick lately, and as much as I do really love the movies and I appreciate them now more than ever, I still get kind of miffed with the changes from the book. So the Rings of Power deviates so far from the source material, I'm probably not the audience for it.
Also remember, part of that is probably because they couldn't get rights to some of that source material.
Which is weird because they do use it basically still, but then they don't at the same time. They try and walk a very gray area.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just that neither show really. I don't think either show really has anything to offer that I'm looking for in a fantasy style
There
show.
are some people that just really love fantasy TV shows and like having that stuff to watch, and I
And
feel
that's
like
fine.
they provide good stuff for them.
Yeah.
But
I really want to find, if I can, the 2006 Robin Hood, because I heard that was really good.
What you
is
see?
that the one with Russell Crowe? Or are you talking about a show?
No, it was a show.
Oh,
It was a show that ran for like 3 seasons.
I don't even know about a Robin Hood
BBC
TV
did
show.
it, so
Oh,
I don't think it made
BBC.
it over here.
Probably not.
But
Probably
I heard it
like
was
BritBox
really
or Acorn or something.
Yeah, I heard it was really popular and it was really good. But it only got 3 seasons, so I figured that'd be a good thing to get into if I'm
What you
looking
should
for like a
do-
fantasy sort of itch.
What you should do is watch Ralph Bakshi's
Robin
Wizards.
Hood is very low fantasy.
But even then,
Yeah.
it'll scratch the itch, right?
Depends
just
on
want-
what itch, I guess.
You just want a bowl of medieval-esque inspired stuff to drink from.
I think so.
But anyway,
I think
as
so.
far as Lord of the Rings goes, I really hope we do end up getting more sets. And like I said, even though Lord of the Rings is not as big as Marvel or Star Wars, it does still sell as a franchise.
And it will sell better if everyone goes out and buys the Brickheads.
Unfortunately, true. I'm not a big Brickheads fan.
I'll leave that to
I-
you guys.
I will get a Gandalf and Balrog one. I'm sure my wife would appreciate having another strange Lego piece of memorabilia to put around
Well,
the
your
house.
wife loves Gandalf.
You like Gandalf, right?
Yeah.
She let you play, Hobbiton songs at your wedding.
That was her idea.
Okay.
That was her idea. I did not know that was
Even-
happening until it started.
So how is it even a question that she likes Gandalf or not?
True. We did that at the rehearsal.
Yeah, that was the first time I heard it.
Oh.
Ooh. But, actually, I was never that big into Lord of the Rings originally because I didn't grow up with a lot of people because, my parents weren't into anything media at all. So I didn't watch, Star Wars and stuff until I was 10 or 11. Didn't get into Lord of the Rings until I read the books in high school. And I feel like I watched the movie so quickly after reading the books, I didn't like the movies as much at the time. But
Well,
I
I
just
watched
recently
Blade
rewatched the
Runner when
extended
I was
edition,
8.
and now I already want to watch the extended edition on 4K again.
Yeah, as adaptations, I think the movies are decent.
The movies
they're
are
never
very-
going to-
They're very
They're-
good, and because even though I don't like some of the changes made, I can see why. I can see they're very deliberate, thought-over changes to make them work better as movies.
It's the message, the overall theme is still there, even if they change how some of the characters operate, like Faramir, like Aragorn.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the
Hey, same as
Aragorn changes are
Moses
some of the
as well.
most egregious, but also I understand that Aragorn's backstory is incredibly convoluted and hard to put to screen.
And it is a bit more satisfying when you have Elrond just show up there before he goes into the mountain instead of
even,
him
like,
marching
yeah.
out from Rivendell with Narsil, no, Anduril already there.
Mm-hmm.
But there
I
are even
understand why
still
you want
like
the
some
payoff.
scenes. Yeah, sorry. There's still some scenes that are still like, they resonate even if they do deviate from the book. Like I find myself even recently going back to the scene, right before the Battle of Helm's Deep, and Theoden is reciting the Horse and the Rider
Mhm.
poem, and it's truncated for the movie, and it's done to really good effect by the actor in it. But like once you read the full poem, the feeling is still there.
Yeah.
Oh no, like I said,
It's just that with the movie, it's a lot more show don't tell, which I
I
I
do think that
appreciate both. I
it
appreciate
was
both.
strange to have the elves show up. It was
It
nice,
was.
but it was
Yeah, that didn't need to happen. I
It
get
but it also didn't take away from
why
anything.
they did it. I don't know.
yeah, it doesn't take away from anything.
See, if you
It should have
aside from the
been-
source material, the movies do something that very few adaptations do, and they make actually probably some of the more perfect movies ever made. Like they're incredibly well made and so
Yeah.
tightly done.
like
I
if
mean,
there's-
the battle is great. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. But I think it would have been more poignant to see that it's like this is man's last stand against the forces of darkness. And then suddenly, the heavens open up and everything's good at
and
the
there's
end, right?
Erkenbrand and Gandalf, not
Yeah,
Eomer and
Yeah.
Gandalf.
right. I think it would have been more poignant because that's the beginning of, not really the true beginning of the Age of Man, but it is the beginning of the Age of Man. Like this is man
'Cause
pushing back.
There's not necessarily a conflict where it's just them since the end of the Second Age.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I said, I completely get that, but also that's not entirely the narrative the movie ends up going for.
Also, personally, and I've taken this a bit more for people who weren't reading the books, I think it would have been cool if they did Shelob at the end of 2.
Oh yeah, the
So that,
cutoff
you
point
have like
is
yeah,
really
so that
weird.
like you have like Frodo, gets stung and taken in
'cause
by
that's
this
how it is in
thing,
the
and then
book.
at the beginning you have
But also keep in mind that with this adaptation, Peter Jackson was having it like the timeline was consistent.
I get that.
No, yeah, I
in
get
the
that.
book,
And here's the thing.
timeline is shifted
You know,
off.
I totally get what Ford's saying too, but also then when you look at that, how long the movie's runtime already is, and there's
Yeah, it
even
would have
with the
added like
extended
way
edition,
too much.
like
right?
there's not much I could cut from the extended edition
Mm-hmm.
and feel okay about it. So, especially
I mean, it's a
going
perfect perfect movie itself, but how can we make it more perfect?
If there's any complaint you can make, it is that the pacing is very brisk, and that sort of pacing doesn't allow for the kind of pauses that give you, say, Tom Bombadil, or the 20-year gap in the Shire between the party and him leaving.
Yeah, and I get that.
I'm not bothered with like the time gaps in Tom Bombadil.
Yeah, I'm not.
I
I'm
do
not
wish they had done the sacking of the Shire, a little bit more. But
Scouring.
Yeah, whatever.
Scouring.
Whatever.
English.
But yeah, no, I do too. But I can totally get it. It wouldn't fit within the flow of a movie.
Yeah, like
So,
it doesn't fit
again,
with the flow of that.
I
narrative.
like it
You're right.
as far as the story for the book goes, but the movie did that very conscientiously, not just to get rid of it, but just because there was no way to make it work.
Right.
Yeah. Not unless you want like 5-hour masterpieces.
And with Tom Bombadil, yeah, I'm upset they cut, but also Tom Bombadil is like one of the plot points of the entire thing. While it very profound within itself, doesn't too much relate to the main narrative whatsoever.
But it is still like a break. But it also serves as a break because there's a lot of action before that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
1 and 4, and with
okay, no,
Buckland being rated.
The one thing that I would change for the movies, and we're so off topic from the Lego part of this, but
I like this discussion.
One thing I would actually change in the movies that I feel like actually was misdone is Merry and Pippin's involvement should not have been as indeliberate. It should have been deliberate involvement. That's the biggest mistake they make.
Yeah, because
and it wouldn't have been that hard to correct.
Yeah, they're instrumental in setting up Frodo's escape.
All they had to do is make it so, like, basically, like in the book, they're the ones that sent Sam there, so then they end up in there as well, and they're sent off with Frodo. That's all they had to do.
Yeah, also, poor Farmer Maggot.
Mm-hmm.
Just, his character is maligned.
Yeah. Farmer Maggot's actually one of the best characters in Lord of the Rings, but unfortunately the movie couldn't hold him. But his character is also tied to Tom Bombadil, so...
Yeah.
Because I was listening to something the other day talking about how Farmer Maggot and Tom Bombadil might have been actually the first Middle-earth characters that Tolkien created.
Huh.
Certainly Tom Bombadil.
Yeah, well, in one of the original Tom Bombadil stories, Farmer Maggot is part of it.
I'll
So,
have to read Tales of the Perilous Realm.
but yeah, and I also found out Tom Bombadil is based off a doll from Tolkien's childhood that got flushed down the toilet.
There's a lot of stuff like that in his short stories.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like Lord of the Rings, and if it does get Lego minifigure sets again, I will actually buy them. Because I didn't really buy too many. I'm very glad I got Bag End
Yes.
when I did, because I just, by the time that came out, because I was kind of at the tail end of the theme's short life, I'd finally read The Hobbit at that point. I don't think I've even finished Lord of the Rings at that point. But Bag End happened to be on sale, and my grandparents got it for me for Christmas, and that's a very, very nice set.
It is a nice set.
Now, what sets would you want them to do if it comes back? Because
Well, Bag
Essentially
End.
what they didn't get a
of
chance
course.
to do.
Yeah.
Really.
I wanted them to do Bag End. They're they got to do
I could be
Helm's
disappointed
Deep.
if they did Bag End, because it'd be really hard to follow up to the original.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends on how they gear the line. If they gear it more towards, like a general retail thing,
I feel like even a
then
UCS
it is
Bag
going to
End
be hard.
would have a hard time doing it, because it doesn't necessarily need to
Right.
be bigger. This one captures the spirit of Bag
Watch
End
them
so
do a
well.
micro scale Bag End.
That would be
Micro
impressive.
scale Bag End.
I would like a Belrog actual set.
Yeah,
ever
that would be
can.
good. Balrog.
Yeah, more of the Moria conflict would be appreciated. But
Yeah.
really, I just want something with Gondor soldiers.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't gotten...
And
Did
and
we ever
more
get any
Mordor lore.
riders? Anything? I forget. The Rohan?
Any what?
Did we ever get
Yeah,
any
we got. Yeah, we went over it when we talked about the theme.
I've already
There was
forgotten.
Eomer, and there was
Yeah.
there were some who wrote
Theoden
groups
Eomer,
over-
right?
Just no Eowyn.
Yeah, they need her.
CMF
Just
series would
do
be
the
so great,
yeah,
but
do
it'd never
the
happen.
the Nazgul with like the dragons or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, that'd be a cool one.
Yeah.
fellow pieces.
Did
Yes.
we ever get Gandalf the White? Or did he come in the Orthanc?
We did.
He
he
came
was
in
in-
one set.
He was in the Black Gates.
The Blackgate, yeah.
battle.
No, he isn't. Oh, no, this is the gray that's in the Orthanc one. Never mind. It would have made sense.
That's a set. That's a set that could be redone. Just make it bigger, because it was
Make it Isengard,
hilariously
just walls.
undersized.
I wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
hilariously undersized. It does a good job at representing
It's-
what it's supposed to represent.
It's well with the
Maybe you can finally do. I always forget the name of the second tower. With the Eye of Sauron.
colors. Barad-dûr.
Yeah.
And the Wizard battle set is
Finally
so
do
cool, and it was
Barad-dûr.
$13 when it came out.
Yep. Yeah. I feel like you could reasonably reissue Isengard. Or the Tower of Orthanc. Sorry.
You could, but I don't want to waste these. Lord of the Rings is not going to be evergreen, so I don't want to waste slots with stuff we had already gotten. Not that I actually own any of it, but
Yeah, I mean, like, you can just do Minas Tirith at this point.
that'd be
Yep.
really hard.
But it would be hard.
It'd also be like
Yeah.
$800.
It would be huge.
If they did it, I
Um,
would probably buy it.
Yeah, because records.
Mace,
I-
you've been
I
pretty
mean, I
quiet
don't
on this. What do you
know.
want from Lord of the Rings?
I don't know.
An opportunity to actually get to buy some of the sets when they're not $1 million.
Well, yes, and which sets would you want to buy most?
Oh shoot, I'd really like a UCS Balrog could look really awesome.
Interesting.
I don't know. You'd have to make
Um,
it UCS, because you could really do like an $80 Balrog. That'd be
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I just mean designed
A big one.
Yeah, like,
Designed to
maybe
be
like,
good.
accurately as possible
Yeah.
to proper
like
scale.
do a Balrog the size of that Bowser they made.
Yeah,
Ooh,
like
Right.
that kind of thing.
Isn't that a little bit bigger than scale?
I
Well,
don't
Bowser
care.
can be any size he
just-
wants.
I
so
want big monster. Yes.
Bowser's always to scale.
Not Bowser, the Balrog. If it was
Oh,
in the
okay.
Bowser
I
scale.
thought he meant
I just
similar
want
to
big
that, not the exact
monster.
same size. But yeah, Balrog would be really cool, and the Shire, the Hobbit Hole, obviously, and
I would love it if they do like a Hobbit tavern, but Lego still, for some reason,
Like
would
the
never
Green
do
Dragon?
that. Yeah.
No,
the
they
Prancing
won't.
Pony would be an awesome set too, but
With your Peter Jackson minifigure.
yeah.
Again.
I'm not sure if they would do that or not, actually. Like, they could get away with, like, pretending it's not somewhere that serves alcohol, because Lego
How
still has
about,
something weird against
you know,
that.
like the proper treants.
We had
Right?
an Ent in Orphan.
Yeah, you had one, but he didn't look any good.
Come on. Gotta give him some slack.
He didn't look any good.
I mean, yeah, he's not great, but also, the Ents aren't exactly the nicest looking creatures overall.
But you could still make it
True.
look better and more functional, right?
I'm not sure you could, because the main issue is the joints, which Lego still only prints in gray.
Yeah.
Not this.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah,
issue.
it depends. It depends on how much they can cover up. I mean,
But
like,
I think
like
a tree
they've
beard set
done,
would
you know,
be
like they
cool
did
still.
like the. Hang on, I gotta get the picture.
Also, did we ever get a
because
Lothlorien?
like they did the
I don't think we
Groot,
did.
right?
We did not.
Lothlorien, now that's obviously really good. There's so many cool locations to build, too. Lord of the Rings lends itself to Lego so well.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see.
Also, I have no idea how long we've actually been going since we had that technical difficulty.
Well, we still got one more thing, so we can just go on a little bit longer if we need to. So.
True enough.
Yeah.
So okay, so here's the thing. So if Lord of the Rings comes back earlier than we thought, let's say it comes back in say January, would we be taking advantage of the potential gift with purchase in that month?
Definitely.
But why though?
Because as you know, the gift with purchase will come with Takua.
Do we know that for sure?
No, we don't. That was a leak. That was proven false.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
It would
apparently,
likely be Tahu.
yeah, Bionicle is back, boys. As a gift with purchase.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
again, something
And none of you will buy it.
something not
I
technically
bought two last
confirmed.
time, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a Tahu, probably brick built gift with purchase. No real idea of how it's gonna pan out. It could be totally different. It could still be not true. But
Could be.
it's the rumors are most likely that it is true. And yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I'll
pretty
get it.
neat.
Yeah.
Look forward to complaining from the Bionicle community.
I look
And
forward to them, you know, complaining 2 years later that they didn't get it.
it's gonna be
Bionicle's
interesting
dead.
again. What do they base this off of, and how do they do it? Because they've never done anything like this before.
I mean, I appreciate that they're trying, or at least you know it seems like they are anyway.
Yeah, you can give them props for that.
So, yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, there's really not much else to say except wild speculation as how it's going to turn out.
Like,
like-
people are gonna be mad about, I'm sure, because it's gonna be an upper tier gift with purchase.
Yeah,
Of course,
Like,
it
how-
is.
How big was how big is the typical gift with purchase set?
Depends on the gift with purchase set.
Yeah, they're usually putting like sets.
They've
you know,
been
like,
bigger lately.
Yeah, like the shoot.
The Witch was one
The-
recently.
So yeah, there's like the Witch, the Sailboat, the Castaway. Like they were all like 120 to $200.
Also, they sold out in like an hour.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now this.
I'm talking about.
Do we
like,
really
size
think that
parts
this is going to
that-
sell out in an hour?
Well, people just who are buying Lego anyways, they don't really care what it is they're getting gift with purchase. It's the fact that they're getting a gift with purchase.
True. Also, if it's going to be like, you know, the first thing they put out in January, this thing's going to sell out fast.
I don't know that it'll be like the first one. I would say spring.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on like, you know, nobody's buying Lego right now unless there's a sale.
There's been some good
So,
sales lately, so I've bought a lot.
yeah, me too.
I think they just advertised the Galaxy Explorer 4 already got one, but it seems to get 25% off like all Walmarts.
Yeah, I
So-
actually went ahead and bought 2 more since the last time we talked. Seriously, for the for the amount of money that I saved getting 3 of them, I could buy another one at that Walmart, all right? If you do the math.
Yep.
But yeah, I actually went ahead and bought 2 more so I could build the alt models, and they're very nice. Gotta say. I like the option. But yeah, good sales recently. And I imagine that in January they're probably gonna have a few more sales. like post Christmas sales or whatever. So this might sell out pretty quick.
I got the treehouse
Because of
for
that.
75 off its current price.
Have you got it in hand yet?
Oh yeah, I have it. It's right outside my door.
Very nice, very nice.
I have not started building it
Oh.
yet, and I kind of wish I could, so I could have the fall color leaves while it's still fall, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get around to it.
Yeah,
in time.
you're gonna need a lot of space for that.
I don't actually have any space.
Yeah, that's the problem. So keep it in the
But it
backlog.
was the set that I always liked, and had actually thought I wasn't going to get at this point. And then it was like 25 off the original price, 75 off the current list price, retiring soon. I had $60 of reward point on my card, so I spent 125 for this set.
That's great.
It's not bad.
It's a beautiful set.
I didn't end up buying any of the Ninjago Crystallize sets during double VIP points because of that, but
Well,
I will.
you
Okay, I do have the J bike that's sitting over there because I got that for 18
Alright.
on eBay. So
eBay.
I have not paid full price for any Crystallize set still.
All right.
Yeah, when I build this, I'm gonna put a bunch of serpentine on it and make it like the Lloyd treehouse from season 1. It actually does look fairly similar to it.
You can get a custom print for a sign that says "No girls allowed."
All right. Well, I think we're getting towards the end. Is that 51 minutes we're at, or I really can't tell because of that lapse in time. But
Well,
either way, we've
bit
gone
longer.
through just about everything. It's probably a good spot to wrap up for the night.
All right.
As always, be sure to leave a like and comment on live chat while you're watching live. Helps promote the video to people out there. We get a lot more viewers coming in when we have more engagement with the videos. Also, be sure to tune in and watch these episodes and our previous episodes on Rumble. This one will probably
right.
come out a little bit later because I'm going to have to wait and pull the DVR version from YouTube in order to get it up there because of those technical difficulties with OBS. But you
Hey,
can
big
watch
rip.
it there every week. It usually comes up the night of or the day after we go and record these live on YouTube. Also, a link to our Discord server in the comments below. Go there to discuss all things LEGO news. And yeah, join us every Monday night, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got a lot more interesting topic ideas coming up. In December, we'll be going on our 8-year anniversary. We might do something for that. We'll see.
8 years, huh?
8
Wow.
years. Been doing this just about every week for 8 years. So
It's impressive.
I am no happier now than I was then.
Well, whose fault is that?
we got 6 episodes left.
The world.
A blame.
Stop blaming the world for your problems, Ford.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Divide that by 8 years. We've done approximately 41 episodes here, so we miss approximately 10 episodes or so a year.
Interesting.
I feel like we did pretty all right this year, actually.
Yeah.
But also, it feels like forever since episode 300. It's only been 28 episodes. Did we record 300 this year? I didn't think we did. Or maybe we did. No, we might have.
Maybe it was last fall. I don't know.
It's really bad that we don't remember this.
A lot has happened.
True.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. We had, we did face cams and everything.
That's
It's
right.
great.
That was
Mhm.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was this
300
year.
was one of our best episodes.
Yeah, it was this year. Pretty sure.
All right.
It is at the very least within living memory.
Yes.
All right, so that's going to
No.
do it for us tonight. Once again, for Ford, Leo, Mace, and myself, LQ, thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.